What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. And today we'll be going over the weekly reset guide for February 20th of Destiny 2. As we know, faction rallies are back, which is kind of crazy. We literally just had faction rallies a few weeks back, but hey, I'm glad they're bringing it in. Like, we definitely need some of those new weapons and some of those new things to grind for, if you know what I mean. So obviously, faction rallies back in. So obviously, one of the milestones is going to go basically, hey, go pick one of your people that you want to join. Obviously, there are season ornaments this time around. So I have the Future War Cult armor for the Warlock, New Monarchy for my Hunter, and the Dead Orbit for my Titan. You can get these ornaments right here. All you have to do is complete what the ornament says. Some of them are cool, some of them are not. I know New Monarchy has a lot of great ornaments this time around. I think I might collect New Monarchy's pieces for my Warlock, but definitely just pick one that you think is going to be the best. The weapons this time around aren't crazy good, but we will be going over those as well. But first up, while we're here in the director, let's go over the Nightfall Strike while we're here. Let's just check it out real quick, see if it's easy or hard. Looks like we have the Inverted Spire with the modifiers Momentum, Health and Shield Regeneration stop when you're not moving, Sprint to speed up regeneration. Then you have Time Warp Rings. Vex Time Gates have appeared in the area. Pass through them to discharge temporal energy and extend the mission timer. This one's really not that hard, right? You just kind of have to know where the rings are to set yourself up. So definitely, if you're running with the team, definitely don't pass through the first ring without clearing out some ads, because most likely you're going to die and you're going to lose some time on that. So basically what you're going to want to do is kind of clear out an area, kill some ads, and then pass through the rings and get that extra time back. You know, you want to hit as many rings as possible. It's a 30-second for each one, so you want to make sure you can get as many as possible without dying. You can easily complete this on Prestige, especially when it comes to the end boss, because all you have to do is do enough DPS to him to where he goes away every time. So it's really simple. Definitely Rocket Subclass is going to give you health back, because the only way you're going to get health back is if you run away and whatnot, which, I mean, some people like to stay stationary and whatnot, but this one shouldn't be too bad this time around. Obviously, let's check out the flashpoint here. It looks like it is Mercury this time around, which kind of sucks. There's only one public event on Mercury, and it's right here in the center of this, but if you go around the outside of the map over here, there are actually some bosses you can take care of. They're like yellow bar bosses. They're like Mercury Protector, Mercury something, I don't know. There's Cabal and Vex that are yellow bar. You can take those ones out, and those will also go toward the flashpoint milestone as well, so you can keep that in mind. Alright, let's head to the tower and check out some stuff. Alright, we just right a Cade here to check out his treasure maps. I already picked them up. You can also pick up the scout report, which will highlight loot caches while you're on Mercury. I have Sagira Shell. I don't really have to worry about that. But in any event, moving on to Mercury, we can see where the Cade 6 treasure maps are this time around. They're both right here near the landing zone. Just a reminder, you can't track these, but you can you can get near them. But if you can't find it in that area, it could be a buffer below you, so just keep that in mind as well. Alright, we just arrived at Ikora. Let's see what missions she has this time around for her meditation one. So obviously, you can get that OG gear that you get at Destiny 1. It's obviously a little more pristine than that beat up gear, and it's now bumped up to the correct light level. It's legendary. It doesn't come with any ornaments or anything like that, but if you want it, awesome. The meditation missions looks like we have Unbroken, Larceny, and the Curse of Osiris one, Hijacked as well. So basically, if you complete these, you will get Vanguard research tokens to turn into Ikora here, and you could potentially get this gear and some other weapons. So there's that. Alright, let's check out the Raid Vendor. As we know, the Raid Vendor has different stuff every week now, which is awesome. You can actually purchase some stuff, but you actually have to complete the raid to actually purchase these things every week. So it looks like he has the helmet this time around. You must complete the normal Leviathan. Looks like you have the gauntlets for Eater of Worlds. You must complete, obviously, Eater of Worlds. It looks like you have the Prestige Leviathan chest piece for all the classes. That's awesome. It looks like you have the regular Leviathan boots. Looks like you have the regular Leviathan well, what is it? Class item? This is the Warlock one, but class item. And then he also selling the It's Stared Back sword. You must complete the regular Leviathan to get this weapon. This sword used to be really good. Obviously, it got nerfed because of the triple stuff with the uppercut and whatnot, whatever it is. But still, it's not a bad sword to pick up. So if you want to grind the raid, definitely go for this. I definitely need to do Prestige and get some of these Prestige gear. I almost have all the Eater of Worlds gear. I almost have all of the normal Leviathan. I just need to get that Prestige stuff, obviously. Lastly, let's check out Everyverse and see what she has this time around for these packages and whatnot. It looks like awesome. Okay, looks like we have the emote Get Up. Looks like we have the new Curse of Osiris one, Disco Dance. I actually got that one. It's fun. You get the Velos Night Sparrow, and then you get the Kabar's Glass Aegis exotic ship. This thing looks awesome. Kabir was a Titan in Vault of Glass. And if you play Destiny 1, then you know all about it. If you don't, definitely just go check out My Name is Vice video. He'll definitely fill you in on that stuff. But awesome looking ship. Looks like we have the Black Plague ornament for the Rat King. Makes it look very nasty. Ugh. Scary. I definitely like the original look or the Catacombs one, but still, if you don't have it, just pick it up. And it looks like we have the Titanium Alloy ornament for the Mida Multi-Tool. Let's check it out real quick. Boom, makes it like that white silver. Awesome. I actually have both ornaments for this thing. I definitely like this one. I don't know why. Looks like she's selling the class item this time around for the Omega Mechanos set. Ghost-wise, you have the Pintail Ghost, and then Transmat Effects, Solar Effects. Shaders, you have the Indigo Matrix and the Descendant Vex Chrome from Curse of Osiris. Definitely, you don't need to pick these up. You will be able to earn these if you complete Curse of Osiris things. Like, this isn't hard to complete, so definitely just go on Mercury, complete some heroic missions, complete some other things, you should be fine. I really don't use either of these shaders. Like, that's just me. And obviously, you can pick up these, like, Fire Team Medallions and the boons. So, Fire Team Medallion, you're going to get increased XP and extra loot if you're with a Fire Team. And then, obviously, if you complete a Strike or a Crucible match, you're going to get an Eververse gift. So, if you want to pick those up, go for it. If you don't, it doesn't really matter. If you just want to help out some people, go for it. If you want to earn some extra stuff with your team, like, just do that. Let's check out Future World Cult's weapon this time around. We might not pledge them. I already have the gear for that. I already said I think I'm going to go new monarchies this time. But let's check out the weapon. Just want to check it out. It's called the Dream. Looks like it's a high impact frame intrinsic perk. Slow firing, high damage. This weapon is more accurate when stationary and aiming down sights. You have the Red Dot 2 MOA, the Red Dot Micro, and the Rifle Scope ST. And it looks like magazine-wise, you have armor piercing rounds and extended mag. And then lastly, you have snapshot sights. Obviously, this archetype of scout rifle is not good. It is a 4-tap headshot. If you can use it. Snapshot is going to help this thing, especially when it comes to aiming down sights. This is a heavier type of weapon, so its handling is going to be a little lower, obviously. But definitely, it's going to perform like a 4-tap scout rifle, right? You're going to want to use it at a distance so you can take out enemies from far away. Obviously, this isn't the strongest archetype, but this weapon could have some viability in certain situations. If you didn't read this week at Bungie, they've actually added the auto rifle from the last faction rally into this as well. It's called the Doubt. It could have been potentially one of the winning ones the last time, but obviously New Monarchy won. But let's go over the purchase real quick. Comes with adaptive frame, a well-rounded grip, reliable and sturdy, Hitmark IS, Red Dot 2 MOA, Rifle Scope SSF, and then you have the choice of TAC Mag and high caliber rounds, and obviously the last trait you have Snapshot, aim faster down sights. Obviously this archetype of auto rifle really doesn't need snapshot. Like this definitely doesn't need to be here. These perks are okay right here. Tactical mag increases like a little bit of everything. High caliber rounds, obviously you're gonna get some range and that flinch factor incorporated as well. The sights here are pretty good. I recommend Hitmark IS or Red Dot 2 MOA, but not a bad auto rifle. All right, we just got here to Dead Orbit. Let's check out what they have this time around. I'm pretty sure it is a pulse rifle. Yep, it is called the Eternal Slumber Pulse Rifle. Ooh, somebody said this was the 3 Graves, and I'm like, no, this can't be. This is different. The Eternal Slumber Pulse Rifle, they actually have another pulse rifle that's in the kinetic slot as well. It looks like it has an adaptive frame, and then you have the IS-5 circle sight, the Model 6 loop, and then you have the Mark 15 lens. Magazine-wise, you have alloy mag and steady rounds. That's going to increase stability a lot on this weapon. Drop the range a little. You also have under pressure, improved stability and accuracy as this magazine gets lower. As we know, the Autumn Wind, which is the new Crucible pulse rifle that came out, also has under pressure. Obviously, different perks, different sights, like completely different pulse rifle, but it's going to perform around the same, right? Obviously, the archetype's a little different. The other one shoots a little faster. This one shoots a little slower. But still, the range and stability that you can get on this thing is pretty good. Like, I have a feeling it's going to perform well. Also, they also added the auto rifle from the last faction rally into the loot pool as well, I'm pretty sure. Awesome. It is a Vice Scout rifle, Hollow Earth. It has rapid fire frame, depot ammo reserve, slightly faster reload, magazine is empty. Then you have barrels, you have arrowhead break, hammer forge rifling, and then polygonal rifling. And then you have ricochet rounds and steady rounds. Either one's probably okay. This one's obviously going to give you a little more stability, but you might want to keep up that range as well. Maybe ricochet some bullets off some hard surfaces. And then it comes with Zen Moment. Causing damage with this weapon increases its stability. Now, I think this is definitely going to be the best 720 round per minute auto rifle in the game. Like, it comes with Zen Moment. If you have Null Calamity, it is a 600 round per minute. You can get it from the Forge weapons or whatever, but it does come with Zen Moment, and it becomes a laser beam once you get a few shots down. This thing it's going to do the same exact thing, you know? It's going to be a laser beam, essentially. Like, once you get a few shots with Zen Moment on somebody, it is going to shoot straight. You're going to be able to smack some headshots and drop people very, very quickly with this weapon. So this is definitely a must to get for this time around the faction rally. Alright, let's check out New Monarchy's weapons this time for the faction rally. I might just pledge them right after this, just because I want to do it, but it looks like this time we have the Legal Action 2 Pulse Rifles. Check out the perks: high impact frame, low firing, high damage. Sight-wise, you have the GB Iron, the HC Solo, and the LD Watchdog Scope. And then, looks like magazine-wise, you have accurized rounds and high-caliber rounds, both really good for a range. And then looks like it comes with the trait Rampage. Kills with this weapon temporarily grant increased damage, stacks ×3. Now, this is the slower rate of fire pulse rifle. There's 2 of them. There's like the Einstein, and there's another Hawkeye pulse rifle that's within this archetype. They're obviously not the strongest weapons to use in the Crucible, but I think with Rampage on is definitely going to be good for PvE activities, especially if you want to hit kind of a long range, but you don't want to use a scout, you want to use a pulse. And honestly, this thing looks good. Like, this thing looks really good, especially that line crest and everything like that. Sight-wise, definitely go to GB iron. Like, you definitely want some short zoom, plus you don't want to drop that handling speed with any of these scopes, and this is a long range weapon anyway. Accurized rounds, high cal rounds. Personally, I probably go accurized rounds just for that increased range, but if you want that flinch, definitely go high cal. I don't think this gun's going to be bad by any means. I just don't think there's going to be a lot of situations where this weapon is viable, because there are a lot of other weapons that come with Rampage, like the Future War Cult, what is it, Scout Rifle, the Omelon Scout Rifle, the Origin Story. There are a lot of other weapons that are good for PvP that have Rampage, but this thing would probably perform okay. Let's check out the auto rifle from last time, the Loquitter. It was actually the winner, so if you pick New Monarchy, awesome. You got to pick it up for a very low price, but if you didn't pick it up, like, is at a high price, and if you waited to pick it up, good, because you didn't have to waste your 50,000 Glimmer on it. So looks like it comes with high impact frames, slow firing, high damage. It comes with the GA post sight, the SD thermal, and the LC range scope. Magazine wise, comes with ricochet rounds, the Pen and Mag, and alloy mag, and then finally comes with high impact reserves rounds at the end of the magazine, deal more damage. I actually did a weapon review on this video. If you want to find it in the channel, all you have to do is just like scroll down in my videos. You should be able to find it very easily, but this one performs okay. It's definitely not within the best archetype of autos. The best archetype is obviously like Positive Outlook, Uriel's Gift, Origin Story, stuff like that, but it still performs okay. It can hit a little farther, register a little farther, especially when it comes to hitting people with this weapon, and it does. It's been improved since last time, because I did my Halfdan D review, and the Halfdan D was horrible. I expected this going to be bad, but it wasn't horrible. You know, it wasn't too bad. So if you want something that shoots a little slower than the Omelon ones and Origin Story, then definitely pick this thing up and try it out, man. It's not bad. Alright guys, so what I have seen from the faction rally this time around, we have some okay guns, right? I definitely recommend going at Dead Orb this time, right? That pulse rifle under pressure, steady rounds, it's going to be very stable. It's going to have a really good hit registration. Like, if you only have one character, definitely go Dead Orbit, because the weapons you can get are really good. The auto rifle comes with Zen Moment. It's probably going to be the best 720 RPM auto rifle in the game. Definitely just go at that. Second place, I'd probably go New Monarchy. New Monarchy has a pulse rifle, comes with Rampage. Obviously not the strongest archetype. They have an auto rifle. Obviously not the strongest archetype as well, but still, it doesn't perform bad. I used it before. I like have some credibility when it comes to that, and it's not a bad auto rifle to use. Future War Cult is definitely would be my last pick, right? Their Scout Rifle, high impact, obviously not the best type of Scout Rifle. Most people use that Mida multi-tool, the Mida archetype, and it's in the really slow firing archetype, and it comes with Snapshot. Like, that's not really a great perk to have in general, unless it's on a sniper, really. And then the auto rifle also comes with Snapshot, other perk. It comes with high cal rounds, tactical mag, stuff like that, but there are better 600 round auto rifles like the Null Calamity that comes with Zen Moment, Scathe Lock, some other things like that. So definitely my first pick, Dead Orbit. Second pick, New Monarchy. Third pick, Future War Cult. Alright guys, you want to know how to support me? There'll be a link below to say best way to support me. I'll just take you to a 4-minute video on the best way to support me. It's not Patreon or anything like that. You guys actually get a lot out of it if you help me out. And if you do it, I very much appreciate it. And if you don't want to do that, you can always like videos, subscribe to the channel, share videos, and turn on that notification bell if you want to be notified when I drop some new content on the channel as well. And lastly, just comment what you guys want to see below, whether I can improve anything on the channel, or if you want to have like certain videos, like if you want certain weapon review, or if you want certain exotics paired up with certain things. I can try it out in the Crucible and get back to you on all that stuff. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.